Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about people feeling safe around you, people feeling inspired by you, really enjoying what kind of energy you put off. We have number 38, the pack. Inner work, community, deep connections, celebration, and soul tribe. And number 9, visionary, confidence, self assured, passionate, self worth, and vivacious. So there's something about how you move or how you approach life that helps other people understand why it's important to have self worth or work on healing. You have helped people make changes in their life. And that makes, I don't know, there's just like a circle of people that seem to really admire how you've influenced them, right? And what kind of genuine love you show people, even if you don't know them very well. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Let's get a little bit more from the fairy godmother oracle. Aptitude. There are people that feel like you know how to maximize what you get for your efforts, or you know how to stay ahead of the curve. You know how to leverage your skills in a way that most people might miss or kind of fumble on. Then we have venture. I think there are people that look at you as an adventurer, somebody that sets out to blaze their own path, to do things a little different. I mean, you're sitting here in a pumpkin carriage. So you stand out, and people feel like you rise to the challenge, or if there's something that you can do better, you work on it, but you set the pace. Hi there, April. How are you? Hello, Diana. Hello, Tiana. How we all doing? Hello, Jen. All right, let's get into the tarot, shall we? I think the Meta Muse is calling me. There are things that have happened in your past where other people failed to make things right, so you found a way to make them right for yourself. It's kind of a big statement, so I kind of want to break it down a little bit. You have learned how to move on, even though there may be a lack of closure, resolution, forgiveness. You can figure that out and wrap things up and invest your energy elsewhere. So I think this is kind of dancing around the idea of being able to detach from what doesn't work, right? I'm doing well. How are you? Hello, blessed and highly favored. How are you? So, this is really positive because you've been able to experience true independence. You don't have to rely on the words of others or the actions of others to keep it moving, to be happy, to have a purpose. People see you as very independent. We have the 9 of Pentacles, 4 swords in the reverse, 2 of Cups. All right, I kind of feel like I'm just singing your praises, but maybe that's what you need a reminder of. There are some people that are messed up over you, and I don't mean to like chuckle at it, but there are some broken hearts behind you. And I don't get the impression that it was because you know, stepped out or misbehaved or whatever, right? Like, I feel like these are people who are messed up over you that you have had to find resolution for or with or from on your own. because they didn't do right by you. But these people, they've struggled to let go of your energy, the memories they have with you, the things they wanted with you. Some of these people are still in love with you, even though it may have been, 7 years, 20 years. There's something about you that comes across as very confident. And I don't think it's a facade. There's something genuine that people see that pairs up with this confidence that's kind of addicting or alluring, right? Because a lot of the people out there that we might assume would be like appropriately labeled confident, maybe wearing a little bit of a mask, I don't know why it's such a thing for me, but I definitely like to identify that difference, right? Are you being like cocky? Are you like, kind of peacocking, right? Not to like focus on that word, but like there's that false confidence that smells different, right? There's still like a little bit of desperation in there. Like I have to prove myself. And then there's that genuine confidence where, yeah, I might be the only one that showed up to the party wearing a Halloween costume, but I'm still going to rock it. I'm still going to like feel good about it. I'm going to laugh about it. There's something that's pretty unforgettable about you. And with the world in the reverse, this leaves a couple of people feeling like they have unfinished business, things they didn't say or things they didn't do, whatever it was. Yeah, it's like that sometimes. But I think this is more so saying you've been able to move forward, didn't necessarily get the apologies you were looking for, and it's impacted the people that failed to do that. 5 of Wands. Strength in the reverse. So I'm seeing this 5 of Wands a little bit differently than I would other 5 of Wands, which generally is like conflict, right? Hi there, Peggy. How are you today? It's all the same person holding a wand. I don't know if you noticed that. But this feels to me like the 9 of Pentacles energy, whoever I'm reading for, the visionary. You have been able to let go of pieces of yourself that sought out difficult or toxic situations. So it's like you've shed skins that you didn't need, or you've identified truly what was holding you back. Because with the Strength card in the reverse, it's like, yeah, you were able to let go of things where maybe you didn't get the apology that you deserved, but you also identified what got you into that situation to begin with. You realized that you were, spending time with the wrong people, investing in the wrong things. And you made a decision to change. So there's a transformation that people have seen in you. Not everyone. But I do feel like there are people that have been watching and they notice a shift away from some of that more immature or even like, shall we go with pick me attitude, where this confidence became less dependent on others' perception of you and more about how you saw yourself. You may have been kind of seen as a bit of a loner. We have the Hermit card here. So you likely cut a lot of people off or lost a lot of people. Perhaps a combination of the two. But you learned how to be you and perhaps even be happy alone. This makes me think of a quote that I will not be able to do verbatim, but I'm thinking of nonetheless, from Jim Carrey, who said something along the lines of being alone is addicting. Just the idea that when you get to that point where you don't really need to have that back and forth or that social situation to like, feel good about yourself, it's liberating. So because you've had this journey of acceptance and your confidence is quite obvious. There are people who are upset, angry, jealous because they lost you and they realize it was a big loss. Some of them may have minimized it at the time. Some of them may have at the time known it was a big loss, but these are people from your past that look at the connection they had with you as a deep, meaningful connection that they lost or fumbled or didn't treat the way they should have. Hi there, Brandon. Yes, you definitely should. Welcome. All right, let's go to another deck. I want the situations cards. What? This is a bit of a conundrum, don't you think? We have the history or past happened card in the reverse, and then we also have somebody recalling the past that didn't happen. Reminiscing, memories, returning. I think for many of you, this is about people acknowledging or recognizing, perhaps too late, that what happened between you two didn't really deserve or warrant the reaction or the falling out that happened. Others feel like the time they got with you was too brief. They didn't get enough memories. So what they can recall is actually kind of limited. And for a small portion of you, it's like eternal sunshine of the spotless mind. I'm going to do whatever I can to erase it, deny it, pretend it was just a dream, but I still remember it. It still comes back, you know? So we'll see if the denial card comes out. Pressure cooker. Rage, ready to explode. What is causing the issue? All right, just so that I can have 3 in each row. I'm grabbing one more for up top here. Okay. So we have meeting, 1 or more people. Running, avoiding, and signs, synchronicities. Somebody's getting a little bit beat up with intuitive messages. This could be through what they see on TV, what they hear in terms of lyrics, even what random people say. Like, have you ever had a repeating phrase? It's actually literally happening to me right now. There's maybe like 5 different venues or like mediums through which I have heard a specific phrase. I feel like this person's getting that kind of thing, right? Like, could be numbers. They're trying to avoid a situation, but it's creating a lot of anger within them. It's like they're fighting against themselves, right? Yes, I love that. So if they're trying to forget someone, it's not working, is basically what we see here. All right, let's go with the Rider-Waite. Four of Wands in the reverse. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Ten of Swords in the reverse. This person feels a sense of instability in their life that they feel is because they have not returned. Is because they walked away. There's hope that they can do something to cause this ending to not be an actual ending. I don't know. It feels like somebody acknowledging that there were swords, swords that they expected to miss them, that hit them. It kind of feels like I expected you to be brokenhearted and I'm brokenhearted, you know? Some of you, Nine of Pentacles, you're a bit of karma. Magician in the reverse, Four of Cups, Five of Pentacles in the reverse. I find you amusing, whoever you are, because I see this Magician in the reverse as a little bit of like, can't touch this kind of energy. There are people who have tried to manipulate you and they have failed spectacularly. There are people who thought they had you in their sights, had you, locked down. You outmaneuvered them and they didn't expect it. If people rejected you, in some sense, it's because they felt you would reject them, or they really feel like you masterminded the reject. It's like this weird Chinese finger trap between you and a couple of people. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. This is a desire to come back around or find a way to get back into your life that is also paired with a sense of frustration that somebody could make them feel that way. Kind of feels like somebody who likes to play games, realizing their games actually backfired on them. All right, so we have something new coming in. Because you see clearly what doesn't work, or when somebody isn't ready to put in actual effort, because you can see through these games that people try to play with you. It's kind of like you've found a way to see through whatever tricks people have to the point where you're immune to them. If I don't know, should I say that? Yeah, we're just gonna not say that. There's new love coming to you because you have retired this. You're like, yeah, no, you know what? Don't need that. Don't want it. You want to play games? You can play games with somebody else. I'm cool. I'm chilling over here doing a puzzle by myself. Writing or, going for a hike, whatever. The Sun in the reverse, the Five of Swords, the Knight of Wands. So what I just saw flash through my mind was the mother from My Big Fat Greek Wedding. And I think it was her and her sister that kind of masterminded making the father think something was his idea so he would get behind it. I think it was the main character's educational goals. Um, that's the vibe I'm getting here. Like, there are people who think that they're manipulating you that don't realize that you're actually the one in control. The sun in the reverse, people don't see the real you. People make snap judgments. Maybe there's something about you where you look really innocent. Maybe people assume you're not very intelligent. Maybe people think you're gullible, you're too nice. And then they find out, you're a little bit of a piranha if you need to be. And those teeth sunk into somebody here. Probably a couple people. And this Knight of Wands, this is correlating to this pressure cooker energy, right? We've got somebody who feels antsy, restless. I've got to do something with this energy. I need to talk to somebody. I need to see somebody. Whatever it is, it's driving this person crazy. I think it's a desire to come back around, talk to you, see you, one of those two. All right, let's get a few from, this is The Truth Is. Caught in a compromising position. Is that all I get? I feel like it's been a year. Okay, there we go. So for some of you, this person was unwilling to fully commit, struggled to let go of the single life, or struggled to let go of an ex. Maybe they were just talking, but it was disrespectful. There's something here that made them feel exposed, or like they had done something wrong, or that they were going to catch some shit for it. For some of you, this is more so about how others would see you. So maybe there's risk of gossip or scandal if the two of you are caught up together. So there may have been kind of like a secretive element to the relationship, because we do have history in the reverse, right? Like, Pixar, it didn't happen, or what stays in Vegas state, or whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, that kind of vibe. But there's this missing energy, and I feel like it's more than one person. Yeah. I mean, simply put, you're the one that got away, right? Did I say hi to Paul? Hi, Paul. Let's get back to the tarot. We're going to go with, this is the Santa Muerte. Ten of Cups in the reverse. King of Swords. Four of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, these are people from your past that were too cold or unwilling to be emotional. I do like that the King of Swords is in the upright, because I do feel like there's clarity that has reached one or all of these individuals in terms of what went wrong or how they could have approached it differently. But there's something that they see as still very like beautiful or like fond memories, even if it's dead, even if it's in the past, even if it never comes back, right? Four of Wands in the reverse to me is coming across as a little bit of a doubt or maybe even a lack of hope as to whether or not they could reclaim that again. Like this is maybe just like what it is, right? So why are these people feeling like they have to do something? Because people are talking about you. So there's something here that you do, right? We have people that admire you. We have people that feel connections to you or feel that you know, do things your own way. There's something very different about you. And so this loss is something that's difficult for a couple different people to forget. They've tried to ignore this truth. You can see the skeleton there swallowing the sword. The sword represents truth. I don't want to admit how I felt. I don't want to admit what I want. But with the Page of Wands, because people are saying your name or are asking about you or talking about your latest venture, your latest success, whatever you've got going on, how great you're looking, whatever it is, it's ruffling a few feathers. People that don't really want to hear how great you're doing, to be honest. Maybe they just rather not hear about you. You have the Eight of Wands, Two of Cups in the reverse, so you're getting communication from an ex. For some of you, they just want to know what you're up to. They want to catch up. They know nothing's going to happen. For the majority of you, they want to know if there's room next to you, if there's room for something new. Unfinished business, right? Is there any chance you would take me back? Strength in the reverse. Tower in the reverse. Five of Cups in the reverse. And a lot of this is because there's been a shift in perception or a reality check as far as who is, I don't want to say it that way, who's stronger, I guess. So strength in the reverse and Five of Cups in the reverse on either side of this Tower card, right? And it feels to me like we have like a realization, like I thought I could play with you and walk away unscathed, but what ended up happening is like you played me and now I've got like, okay, so what I'm picturing in my mind is the scene from Grandma's Boy when he tries to take the tray full of food out of the oven without having oven mitts and he burns his hands. You are a delectable tray of food people burn their hands on. And I don't mean that in a mean way. I'm just saying sometimes people get a little bit too comfortable and think that they can play around with you and then they get burned. Like people have a weakness for you they don't anticipate, or people think they're stronger than you, think they're smarter than you. And I'm not here to try to like give you a like problem with how you see yourself. Like don't get a big head, okay? But people underestimate you, and I'm over here chuckling about it because I think you know they do. All right, let's grab a few from the Kipper. Mature man. Change in marriage. I'm not gonna lie, that's a little more positive than I was thinking. But here's what it is, okay? People have free will. People can decide to invest in their own healing. People can decide to invest in the wrong things. People can stay in the places they know they don't belong, and they miss the things that they feel were meant for them. If, however, one of these individuals who looks at you as the one that got away or a major loss in their life, somebody they want to come back around to, if they have matured, if they have healed, if they have learned their lesson, if they have this high honor, hello, Drew, how are you? Then they're the ones represented by this mature man card. If, however, these individuals have not risen to the challenge or found a way to realize what's going on, they will be, witnesses to somebody else doing right by you. Because at the end of the day, we have a visionary, this Nine of Pentacles, this person who is meant to do well and be loved. They're going to perhaps have a change in residence and get married. To be honest, it kind of feels like a roulette wheel spinning and the marble is like bouncing around, and it's like, who's done the homework? Plop, okay. Then you get to live this life, right? All right, let's get a few from the Zodiac fortune telling cards. What is the outcome? I'm gonna die if it's the marriage one. You are inclined to rule and help people, very closely associated with the beginning energy, right? You're a visionary. There are people that have deep connections to you, people who admire how you move, what you do, how you approach life. This is why you have good karma. This is why people find it difficult to forget you. A letter that you will receive, act on it at once. These are kind of old cards, you guys, so it might be like an email, okay? You will be more prosperous in the near future. So Nine of Pentacles does talk about independent in terms of finances as well, right? There's something that improves in terms of your finances. Again, you have good karma coming to you. All right, one more. Do you see it? I'm not really going to die though, okay? But I called it. You will hear of a marriage shortly. The number 24 is important. Something could happen in the next 24 hours. Something could happen on the 24th of this month. Someone's born on the 24th. Yeah, cool. Now that I am sufficiently spooked, I'm gonna call it. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for the likes and subscribes. I love you all. And I will see you on the next reading. Bye, guys.